What's up, everybody? It's Dan here, aka Musco T. I just competed in the Bryce Lewis's online powerlifting meet in the 66 kilograms weight class, and just wanted to, go over a few clips and also talk about what I need to work on. So let's take a look. So the first lift here is the squat, and I wanted to open for 295, and it's usually I do that in training a lot, so I'm pretty comfortable with the weight. And there I am with the mini gangster apps from howmuchabench.net. So let's take a look at my lift. Overall, I was pretty happy. I showed a lot of control on the way down and coming back up, and also real good on the lockout and also the walk-in and walk-out, I guess that's what it's called. And I just leaned forward a little bit, so I just need to work on tightening my core up and making sure I breathe better. But let's take a look at my next attempt, which was at 315. As you can see here, my main boy Vince, giving me a really good spot. And here we go. Had a little bit of a struggle coming back up, but overall I tightened up my core and pushed my way through. One thing I need to work on is that control at the top. I kind of just got to the top and just fell into the rack. So this probably got disqualified for it, but next time I need to work on when I hit the top, stand up straight and stand there for about a second or two and then walk myself back into the rack. So let's take a look at my third clip. So actually for this clip, I felt pretty good at 315, so I said, YOLO, let me just try something crazy. So I had never attempted this before in my life, and so this is my first time. Once again, I got my boy Vince spotting me. He's always a good back spotter. So let's take a look. As you can see, that weight was just a little bit too much for me. So, I couldn't even get it back up, and even Big Vince couldn't spot me, so I had to drop the bar into the safety pins. But that's something good for me to work on next time, and hopefully for my meet in October, I'll be able to put up some better numbers and hopefully open with a 315. So let's take a look at the next lift in the mix, which is the bench press. As you can see, it was a pretty good lift, pretty solid, pretty stable. But a couple things I need to work on would be keeping my glutes, aka my butt, on the bench and keeping there the whole time. And also when I bring it down to my chest, to have like a second or two pause and then push it up. So I think even though this is one of my only successful bench attempts, it won't count towards his meet. But I know a couple of things to work on. But let's take a look at my next attempt, which is at 225. As you can see, I didn't complete the lift. It wasn't successful. A lot of things to work on for this. As same as the first one, my butt left the bench, and also when I brought it down, I could have brought it down faster, and I probably brought it down way too slow. So I used a lot of energy to try to control the weight instead of just dropping the weight down and then bursting back up. So that's one thing I need to work on. But overall, I think I have the strength to do it. It's just I need to work on a few things, and also one thing I just noticed was that my elbows kind of flared out, so I couldn't have that momentum and power to push it back. So after failing this lift, I decided, let's just take it easy. Let me just go back to 215 and at least get this on the board. As you can see, I guess I pushed myself too much on that 225. And just couldn't lock this one out. It was getting there, but for some reason I wasn't feeling it. So let's move on to the deadlift. So I think deadlifts are one of my strongest lifts. So I decided to open on the safe side with a 365 and see how I did. So let's take a look at the 365 opener. As you can see, that went up really quick and really fast. So I was really happy with it. So I jumped up to my next lift, which was 385. So let's take a look. That felt really easy, and I was really confident. You can even hear AT and Leon in the background saying that it looked like I just stood up. So I was like, go, let's go for a new PR. So here's 405. And boom, there's the 405. So those are my lifts, guys, and thanks for watching. If you have any kind of suggestions or any comments, let me know, and I'll be posting more soon. See you.
Kick in.